Welcome, everyone. I'm Kimberly Boschman, and this is the Intentionally Intuitive Podcast. In this episode, we're going to take a look at the forecast for each life path number for the month of September 2025. Before we get into the forecast, this, of course, is a general reading. If you would like your own personal numerology reading, where we'll take a deep dive into your own personal numbers, please book some time with me. My information's in the description box below, and I would love to work with you. All right, let's go ahead and see what this month has in store. Life path number 2, you're going to be working with your own energy this month. So the vibration of the 2. You also have the influencing energy of the 20. So the 2 and the 0. So decisions. This month could bring in the need for making some very significant decisions within your life. You could definitely find yourself at some kind of a crossroads or many crossroads this month. That's going to require you to come back to yourself and feel into what feels right for you. This is a month where you're going to have to fight the urge to, ask others what you should do and then blindly follow that advice. This is the month to fight against being easily influenced by others, whether it's family or friends or a partner. This is a month where you could feel a little bit isolated, where again, the universe is pushing you back to yourself to make the decisions that best serve you and all involved. But ultimately, it's got to come back to, what do you want? And what decisions do you need in order to make, in order to move in that direction? So again, it's not that other people don't want to help you to make these decisions, because most people would love to help, give that unsolicited advice or give that advice you're looking for and be able to, help you make those important decisions in your life. But if you're easily influenced by the external and you're making decisions based on what other people think you should do, or if you're trying to meet their expectations, then you're really fulfilling someone else's dream for you. You're not fulfilling your own. And when you move through your own cycle of 2 energy, but also that influencing energy of the 20, it's pushing you to remember, that you've got this. You can make the important decisions. You just have to trust yourself. 2s often struggle with making decisions, right? It's can feel a little overwhelming, and they can take a lot into consideration, overanalyze, and go down the rabbit holes and convince themselves that they're not capable of making the important decisions in their lives. But when you move through a 22 cycle, 202, it's the reminder that you are certainly capable. And this energy pushes you more and more to make those important decisions for yourself, because that's where you're going to see the most aligned results, is when you're the one at the helm of the ship making the call, right? Making the decisions. And, it might upset other people. You might meet some opposition. You might disappoint people with your decisions or what it is that you want. That's probably guaranteed. And you're going to have to fight that urge to want to pacify the situation and make everything okay, or make sure, again, that you're meeting the expectations of others. This month, it's about coming back to you and recognizing what you want and the decisions you're going to have to make in order to move in that direction, and the actions that you're going to have to take. And whatever actions you decide to take, right? You can do that in a healthy way. You can do that in a non-extreme way where you are satisfying your needs, but you're also taking into consideration the needs of others as well in how you relay that information, right? Or relay that decision. So you could see some significant challenges come in this month, and it's not punitive. It's just helping you to see that nobody can make a better decision for your personal life than you. Other people can absolutely offer advice and wisdom, and that's great. And I would say take that wisdom and decipher what is good for you and what doesn't feel right for you, and then make your decisions from there. Now you have the vibration of the 0 here. So this indicates a new beginning, a fresh start, a leap of faith in a new direction. It's almost like you're breaking free from something that's been holding you back. You're shedding some skin. You're leaving the past behind, and you're on the precipice of a brand new beginning in some area of your life or many areas of your life. But in order to begin that new journey or begin that new chapter, guess what? You've got to make the decision to move in that direction. You have to make the decision to say yes to this next chapter, this next opportunity. With the zero energy, it's kind of like, you've closed one chapter out or several, and you enter into a room that's a blank space. You get to decide what it looks like, what it sounds like, what it feels like, all the things. You're the artist. You get to design it. And because it's that zero energy, there's all the tools are there for you to work with, but there's no answer key. There's no roadmap. So you get to decide what it looks like. And that's why your decision is most important for your journey. And this 2 energy is helping you to make that. And you might have to go deep within, right? You might have to take some time to be alone to make these decisions. And, hopefully people will give you that space and not take it personal. But it's kind of like this leveling up type of energy this month where you're breaking free from, trying so desperately to meet other people's expectations, to make everybody happy, to be that people pleaser. You're breaking free from that in some way, shape, or form, or you have the opportunity to with this energy. And it's going to take courage and strength, and it's going to require you to be decisive in making those decisions. And from those decisions, you will see likely a tremendous amount of change, but change for the better, change for, what feels right for you, what feels good for you, what feels much more aligned for you. And that's going to feel good. You might not see that change instantaneously, but you'll see some degree of change because once we make a decision to move in a certain direction, we start seeing that path open up for us. And in order to move down that path, we have to put one step in front of the other and make those decisions and take that action and make the change that we want to see within our situation. I would say this month, weigh your options, formulate a plan, be decisive, and take action. The follow through is just as important as the decision this month. So, first is the first obstacle is making the decision. And that can be challenging for 2s. But this month, make the decision. Well, first weigh your options. Come back to yourself, weigh your options, formulate the plan, make the decision, and then start to take action to create the change you want to see. That's the follow through. You could see a lot of turning points this month. Again, lots of decisions that'll need to be made, but you're going to gain a lot of awareness around, again, what it is that you want to create for yourself. That zero energy is all about creating the life you want to see. You're the artist. You have all the tools. What are you going to create for yourself? And it all stems from the initial decision. So if you want it, you've got to decide to go after it. You have to decide to move in that direction. And this month is going to push you there, push you that way. I would definitely say unless you act decisively and put your ideas to practical use, then you could feel really restless this month and you could feel really uneasy, or you could feel frustrated that, again, you have to adhere to the expectations of others when all you want to do is break free and do what feels right for you. This is a period of potentially substantial growth, but it all kind of requires, comes back to how you handle it. So, beautiful energy here. I would definitely say this month, don't resist the need for change. Stay adaptable, use your common sense, and make the decision that works best for you at this time. And then again, formulate the plan, take action, and follow through. I pulled an animal wisdom message for you all, and you got beaver energy. And so with beaver coming through, this is that energy of believing in yourself. If you look at this little creature, it is like one of the greatest engineers of our time. It can construct these very intricate, very demanding dams that change the landscape, right? That can have such an influence in the environment. And they're very meticulous. They have to decide like what wood to use, what, how long it needs to be. Like they're, basically doing math in their little heads. They're so inspiring, and they're such awe-inspiring creatures. And this is the energy you're meant to embody this month. Figure out what it is that you want to create or you want to change within your life, and trust yourself to know that you will figure it out. You will choose what's best for you to construct the best dam for you in this moment, right? Trust yourself. And it's only through that trusting yourself and making the decisions that's best for you that you will feel the most confident in the results. Because if you're being easily influenced and you listen to other people, that's great to some degree. But then when you get the results and they're just not as satisfying, it would be easy to blame the other person or, get frustrated with yourself because you went against yourself. This is an opportunity this month to come back to you and do what feels good for you. So beautiful energy here. Great opportunity to bring in greater balance into your life in a lot of ways this month, but it doesn't happen without you. So I hope it's a great one. Take care. Bye for now.